Okay, see, here's my problem with these flagship phones. iPhone 15 Pro Max is 1.6 lakh, S23 Ultra above 1 lakh. They are expensive.
1 kidney, 2 kidney, 3 kidney.
Kidney jokes never seem to be unfunny. Okay, let's say that you can afford it. Even then, these are big phones. You cannot use them one-handed, which makes both Samsung and iPhone's base series more appealing. They are smaller, one-handed, cheaper than the elder brothers, and they do also pack in good flagship features. But now the confusion is, should you buy the iPhone 15, this S23 or this newly launched Pixel 8? Well, to answer this question, me and Sayan have been using all the three phones for quite some time now. So we'll give you a practical answer to the question. TechWiser will make it easy for you. Stick around till the end of the video. Let's go! Now, to make things simpler and easier for you guys, we'll be comparing these three phones in categories and we'll give 1 point in each category. So by the end of the day, you guys have better clarity. Beginning with the design of all the phones, I would say there are two things here that I really like in this phone. First, that they are all very compact and you'll have no trouble using them with one hand. Second, all of them have a unique feature in the design. Like the Pixel 8 has this camera visor, Robocop style. S23 has no camera island, just the cameras over there. And the iPhone's design is still just as modern as it came out back in 2019. So basically, all the three phones will get you that, wow, so beautiful, so elegant, just like wow. Besides this, all the phones have a glass back and metal frame, you know, premium stuff. That being said, it doesn't mean that the design is perfect either. The Pixel 8 has a very glossy back, which means it is a fingerprint magnet. Plus, it scratches very easily. Like, see, we have used it for about a month or so, and there are already scratches at the back. The S23 is slightly better in this regards. It has a matte finish, so it doesn't get fingerprints all the time. Even scratches is less noticeable. But what I don't like with the S23 is that the edges are very sharp. Like, it still feels like a very boxy and industrial design. Now, I know design choice is subjective, but I will give it to the iPhone. Because this time they have made the corners like slightly rounded, so it is easier to hold, not as sharp as the S23. Plus, you also get matte finish on the base iPhone, so no fingerprints on the back. The only thing here is that this time the colors with iPhone are very muted. Like, this is blue.
Barely blue.
Barely blue. But other than that, it is proper. Point to iPhone for the functional design. But what isn't proper with the iPhone is this. You still get a freaking notch on the display. Now, Sayan has been daily driving this phone. Let's hear it from him. Okay, Sayan, how's the iPhone display?
I would say just about gets the job done. Like, this notch looks very dated. 60 Hz display. No always on display. Face ID is good, but I would have preferred if there was a fingerprint sensor. So if I'm paying 80,000 for a phone, I need these features.
And you do get them on the S23 and the Pixel 8. Both have 120Hz refresh rate, fast fingerprint scanner, and all of that good stuff. However, the point for better display, I'll give it to the S23. Because see, side by side, if I play this 4K HDR video, it looks more vibrant and bright on the S23. Now, I don't know how much it will show on the camera, but the Pixel 8 looks dull. Also, see, side by side with the Pixel 8, the S23 has smaller bezels. So yeah, points for the display clearly goes to Samsung S23. Now, coming to the camera, well, all the three phones have some of the best cameras in the phone. With the S23 and Pixel 8, you get a 50 megapixel main camera, and the iPhone 15 has a 48 megapixel main camera. But these are numbers. We have taken quite a lot of photos with all the three phones, and outdoors during daytime, all of them take good pictures. But let's up the stakes. Let's see how they perform when you reduce the light, and we have Delhi pollution for you guys. Claps. And well, in every photo, the story is more or less the same. iPhone's pictures are a bit too warm or yellowish, that unnatural yellow that you get. Pixel in most of the shot looks dull, like the exposure and all isn't proper, and S23 takes the most social media ready photos. Colors are poppy. Even if you go to low light conditions, you see the S23 takes the better low light shot. See this photo of Dinesh we took against the light. S23's picture looks the best here. It has better exposure, more details and everything. Whereas if you see in the iPhone 15, you still have that lens flare problem, and it shows here. Same with ultra wide angle, S23's software takes the lead and consistently gives better pictures. Another advantage with the S23 is it has a dedicated 3x telephoto camera, which is not there on the iPhone 15 or Pixel 8. So if you take portrait photos, they come out very good. Coming to selfies, again, I do not know what is up with Pixel. It has made the photo very contrasty and dull. Whereas I like the selfie in both Samsung and iPhone. iPhone looks a bit reddish, whereas Samsung is more closer to what the scene was, but both are fine. All the phones can shoot in 4K 60 FPS from the back, and this is how the video quality is. Samsung can shoot max at 8K 30 FPS, but this is 4K video no one shoots in 8K as of now. Now in videos, I would say iPhone 15 is a smart choice. The color, skin tone and all looks better. On the front too, all of them can shoot in 4K 60 FPS. So from a camera perspective, if you want good videos, iPhone is the way to go. If you want poppy, social media ready photos, or if you want to take pictures, Samsung is the way to go. Now I'll give this point to Samsung because except videos, in most of the portion, the S23 took better photos. Now when it comes to performance, well, these are flagship phones. So obviously you can do normal tasks like watching videos, browsing the web, social media and all of that with ease. Like, it's a flagship. See, all the three phones have three different CPUs. S23 has Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, Pixel 8 has the Tensor G3 and the iPhone 15 has A16 Bionic. But the interesting thing here is, the Pixel 8 falls short in every front. Now, I'll not be able to show you this on camera, but if you're using mobile data on Pixel 8, it gets warm very quickly. And all of this shows in the benchmark as well. Like see in 3D Mark, S23 scores the highest, then iPhone 15, and then Pixel 8. Or see Geekbench, iPhone here scored the highest, then S23, and even here, the Pixel 8 has the least score. See, if I talk from a practical perspective, when you push the Pixel 8, if you game for longer or do heavy tasks, it overheats. And we have tried gaming on all the three devices. Now we cannot show you gameplay for all the three phones, but the S23 and the iPhone 15 are very neck and neck. Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 is a very good processor this year. You will have a good gaming experience on both the devices, so let's just give the points to both. Now, when it comes to software, it was a very difficult choice to make because all the three phones have like really good software experience. With the S23, you get One UI and you have quite a lot of extra features with it. Call recording without announcement, good luck module for insane customization, you name it. It has received Android 14 based on One UI 6 just now, whereas the iPhone 15 has iOS. And here I would say the software experience is slightly different than Android. So there is a learning curve. Like see, there is no back button all the time, so you get stuck in apps and most of the time you'll have to just press an icon on the top left corner. But if you're already coming from iOS, then you're used to all of this. That being said, I'll give the point for the software to Pixel. With Pixel 8, Google has introduced few cool AI features. Let me show you one. So there is this best take feature in the camera app. Like suppose if I'm taking a group picture and some people have their eyes shut, some people are looking elsewhere, no one has the perfect expression at the same time. Using AI, you can take that picture perfect photo. You don't get all these AI features with the S23 or the iPhone 15 yet. Also, the Pixel 8 series is promising 7 years of Android update, which is the most for any phone. I just hope they keep their promise this time. So yeah, for software side of things, I felt Pixel was the most innovative this year. It could be my AI bias, but I'll give that 1 point to Pixel 8. Now, I didn't talk much about battery charging and all of that because it all depends on your use case and the battery life is quite similar. Like all of them will last you 1 full day in normal use and you will have to charge them every day. You also get wireless plus reverse wireless charging with all the three phones. So all that flagship stuff. So that was the whole video. Now to answer the question, which one should you buy? S23, Pixel 8 or the iPhone 15? So see, all the three phones cost around 80,000 without any bank offers and all of that. At that price, I would recommend the S23. It has the best display, good performance and a really nice camera. I feel it is the most underrated release of 2023 and we are now realizing how good S23 and Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 is. Now, I would not recommend the Pixel 8 for what it is offering. It just seems like an expensive phone. At 80,000, just no. Also, Google will start manufacturing Pixel 8 in India from next year. So you can expect the Pixel 8 price drop really soon in about 2 to 3 months.
What about the iPhone?
Well, the iPhone is an iPhone. If you have the budget and you want an iPhone, then the iPhone 15 in my opinion is actually a very good upgrade this year. Now, let us know in the comment section if you agree with what he said. This is Prateek. I'll see you in the next one. Pew, pew, pew.